Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters. As the month of Ramadan is already going and we are enjoying this blessed month, let's try to recover and reconsider some of the things which we often avoid or feel it less important. That is, our duties towards our relatives and towards our neighbors. What should be our attitude to them? A good Muslim is required to maintain a good relationship with his relatives. Once the Prophet said, we should visit our relatives, inquire about their circumstances, spend on them, and give them sadaqah if they are poor. According to another hadith, if one or any of our relative does not treat us well, even then also we have to treat them well. As we know, Islam enjoins us not only to be good to those who are good to us, but also to be good to those who are not good to us. And this shows exemplary moral character according to the standards of Islam. Some verses in the Quran which is mentioned like give your relatives their due. Allah commands justice, kindness and giving to near relatives and show kindness to your relatives. These are some of the words which we can witness from the Quran which orders us to be good to our relatives, to our neighbors. See, the essence of Islam is very beautiful. It is about to serve God and do good to our fellow creatures, including the animals. The worship of Allah is linked up with kindness to parents and those who are in need. It is not a matter of verbal kindness. They have certain rights which must be fulfilled. From the Quran and traditions, we find that institutions of the family can only be maintained by feeling of well-wishing and kindness. So the Islamic laws of morality and decency must be observed. If we want to earn Allah's pleasure and blessings, we must abide by the Quranic injunctions and extend our full support to our relatives. When a person, actually a Sahaba, once went to the Prophet and asked the Prophet about the rights of neighbors and relatives, and the Prophet then gave him a list. Some of the lines were, help your relative and neighbor if he asks for your help, give them relief, give them loan, show them concern, nurse them, attend their funeral if they die, congratulate him or them if they meet with any good, and sympathize with them if any calamity befalls on them. This tradition show that we are not only supposed to have good will towards our neighbor, but we should also offer practical help whenever they are in need. Nobody can be a believer, said the Prophet, if his neighbors pass the night hungry while he has his stomach full. This hadith tells us that nobody can be a true believer unless his neighbors feel secure from his hands and tongue. We are urged to be good and helpful to our neighbors in particular, for they, being near, have more right to our goodness and assistance. Such great emphasis led by the Prophet on our good treatment to our neighbors and relatives show that the aim of Islam is to awaken the springs of goodness in the human heart. If we can become good to our immediate neighbors, then that will be a guarantee of our being good to other people. For constant good conduct will surely develop a good moral character in us, and that will surely reflect in our dealings with whomever we come and contact with. If we observe the instruction of the Prophet in this matter, then without a doubt we shall contribute to strengthening society with the bond of love, affection and brotherhood. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides us toward the right path. Ameen.